the same.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be talking about my Clarisonic. This video is not sponsored, but I did get some brush heads sent to me, so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my device. So if you guys have been longtime subscribers to my channel, then you would know that I have been using my Clarisonic for about 3 years now, and I love it. I do definitely see a difference in my skin when I'm using it and when I'm not. It makes a huge difference with my skin texture. If you guys watch my makeup tutorials, then you can probably notice from the zoomed up closer shots that I do have a lot of under the skin texture on my forehead, and sometimes I get them on my cheeks. And this really helps to go really deep in the skin and help to pull all of that blockage out. When I go a few weeks without using my Clarisonic, I definitely see that the texture area gets worse, but when I do use it periodically, then a lot of the time it does tend to completely disappear. So I have a few other Clarisonic brush heads here. This one is the acne clearing brush head, which I've tried in the past, but I preferred this one right here to it. This is the deep pore brush head, which is the one that I have on my brush right now. This one is great. There's also a radiance brush head. This one's for all skin types. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm definitely going to be giving this a try next. But the brush head that I'm going to be trying out today in this video to see if it works is the Sonic Foundation brush head. So it comes in a black box like this, and all of their brush heads come with a cap on them so they are easily stored and they don't get all grungy and gross or exposed to germs. And it's super easy to change out your brush heads. All you do is push and twist off the cap, and then you're going to push and twist on the new head, just like that. It's super simple. And so today we're going to see how this applies foundation. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my skin with my Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. I'm just going to go ahead and take one pump and massage that into the skin. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is in the shade 6.25, and I'm just going to go ahead and shake it up, and then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to actually apply this directly to my face. So I'm going to take one pump on my finger. I'm going to do 1.5 pumps. So the preset setting for the Clarisonic is actually a couple different sections that all makes up 1 minute. So it goes for 20 seconds, for 20 seconds, for 10 seconds, for 10 seconds, and it's intended for your forehead, then your T-zone, then one cheek, then the other cheek. So that's what I'm going to do today when I'm blending out my foundation as well. So I'm going to do 20 seconds at the top, then when it beeps I'll go and start doing the other areas and see if I can get this blended out in 1 minute. Okay, so that was 1 minute, and I think that if I was to do this again, I would definitely start with my cheeks first and then do the 10 seconds and the 10 seconds on my forehead and my T-zone, just because I feel like these are bigger areas and it takes a longer time to blend out, and that's where I put the majority of the product to begin with, and it was hard to disperse that extra product on the skin where I needed it. So I definitely see a lot of splotchiness on my cheeks, and I don't find that it actually used the foundation to its fullest potential. Like, I don't think that it covered the redness as my skin as well as the foundation can on its own with a normal brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit more foundation in the areas that I need it, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a brush, and then we're going to see how this blends out a cream contour. So I actually zoomed you guys in for this part because I feel like it'll be interesting to see this up close. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cream contour with my Lancome Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. This is in the shade Bisque 420. And I'm just going to do 2 lines underneath my cheekbones, and I'm going to do a little bit on my forehead and my jawline. And then I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on. Okay, so I think that it did a really good job at blending out the product, but I definitely did make it a little bit splotchy and took it down too far. So I'm going to have to go and clean up this area with a little bit of concealer later. I feel like you don't have as much precision when you're blending it out with this brush. Also, I don't know if you guys are going to find this interesting or not, but there's a lot of product on the actual plastic bit underneath the brush. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it out with my Chanel Cream Bronzer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just dip the brush in here. So I have some on the bristles, and I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up the skin. So I feel like the issue with this is that because you're swiping the Clarisonic back and forth as it's spinning to blend out the product, you're moving the product that's underneath it and it's becoming very splotchy. So I just went ahead and fixed that up a little bit with my brush. What I'm going to try it out with, this is the last thing that I'm going to try it out with, is a liquid highlighter. This is the Sephora Radiant Luminous Drops in Morning Light. And I'm just going to take a super small amount and put it at the tops of my cheekbones, and we'll see if it blends it out seamlessly. So that worked really well, and I actually used a different hand motion as I was applying that, instead of doing back and forth while it was spinning, because this right here is spinning in circular motions itself, so I was going back and forth as it was spinning. This time I did small round circular motions as it did that, and it blended out a lot easier. But I'm not sure that I like that in general when I'm putting my foundation on. I don't want to be exfoliating my skin while I'm putting on product. I, for the most part, like to push product into my skin to avoid that issue because I do have drier skin on my cheeks. So this is how everything turned out. I think that my final thought would be that I probably would not use this again. It's just not something that I personally liked, but maybe it would work for you. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just using it incorrectly. If you have this brush head and you love it, then please let me know how you use yours in the comment section below, because I would love to make it work for me. I know that Tati raves about this on her channel, especially for her cream contour, but I just found that it made my cheeks look very patchy personally. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to turn your notifications on so that you never miss an upload. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.